I mean, this stuff not a factor, but it's there. So I'm not going to do everything. I'm just going to come up with something actionable.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. I can probably prove that this thing is validated. That's validated. That's validated. So this is a good anchor. If I want to use it, let's see what we can get off of here. Yeah, so that's a fill.
A, B, C, D.
That's a fill.
So you treat that 50 as a sequence, Tom?
Not yet. Possibly. But I mean, we're on a monthly here, so this is more for directional assessment too. I'm gonna turn on that. So that's our upside right there. We can, for all intents and purposes, turn that one off for now, as far as something actionable. I mean, we got something like this.
Yep.
So if we can get some other things down here, it's probably gonna be a fib that can help us.
Yeah. On that
We got a
2150.
50 there. We're just gonna leave that there for now. That one, hard to tell. I like that. Then we'll take it down to weekly.
So I don't know if you do this, but on that last, that most recent fib you did, do the completions and the targets line up with your higher time frame profit target, the 61.8 that you added? So if you shrink back,
A little low.
like, so sometimes I'll use that to find my anchor because I get the biggest pop off of that. I don't know if you ever do that.
So this might tell us. I'll do this sometimes. Yeah, that I don't that's not I'm looking for something that comes up there. And it's this there's just not enough structure there yet. So in order for that, I'll do this sometimes, just kind of monkeying around. I'll pull this down to the 61 gets up
Yeah.
there. Look,
Yep.
and look at the
There it
level.
is. That's the jam.
Yeah.
Go hard according to your rules.
So yeah, on a weekly, this is a great buying area, but there's a long way for it to get down there.
Yeah.
So say, okay, if that's what we're thinking, there's a 50. See, we haven't completed this yet. So we might complete this and bounce back. We can turn this 23 off. We can turn that off. I already had support and resistance right at where that 23 is from a monthly. So I like this. But and if actually I'm gonna look for a reaction around here because on the weekly, we've got on the daily, that's probably a daily support and resistance. I'm not gonna go below a daily right now. I mean, you got a line there. Yeah, I mean, is this kind of messy through here? So I'm gonna let this thing complete and watch it. I don't think I would give it 11. I'm not going to get long at 22.96 and put a stop down here.
But I think you look for a failed breakdown at that 22.85,
We could, yeah, we could.
right? You hit the
Well,
23.6,
we
punch
could
below a little
we
bit,
could
and then
put
continue.
this. Look for a failed breakdown of the purple one. But
Uh,
what's likely going to happen? It could hit this 23 and bounce back up. And if it does, I'm not buying the 23.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But if it hits the 23 and goes back up, I'll get long because then it dips below big round number 2300, comes back up, and then it might want to work its way back up there.
So you would watch for hit of 23 to see how clean it is filling,
No,
and then
I just want to see what it does. If it hits the 23, does it want to, come down and touch this support and resistance? I don't have this. Does
yeah,
it does it want to come down and hit that ABCD? So I would, and this is how I get into whether this is Forex, it doesn't really matter what it is. But and again, you have to keep in mind we're kind of at or we're near all-time highs. We're not at all-time highs.
hmm,
So it's still there's just a lot of sideways stuff here.
let's see.
Right. So I'm interested. I just want to see how it behaves. I'm not buying the 23. I would look for, I got that alert there to catch my attention. Oh, hey, it's hit the 23. Let me go watch it, you know, and see if it comes down and touches this. This is more of an actionable level for me than that for sure.
But even at 22.35, the actionable level, you won't get in at the touch, right? I mean, it'll be the third touch to that.
On what? No, on the purple line.
No, right below that, the second alert that you have. 22, let me see what the number is.
2285.
Yeah, 22.85. That'll, if a price comes and reacts, that'll be the third touch of the same spot in the last multiple weeks or so.
Well, if it hits 2285, I mean, yeah, one, two,
One,
three.
two, three, probably four.
It'll hold until it doesn't,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, like I said, the support and resistance is more of an actionable level to me.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm getting long off that support and resistance. I could tell you that.
Because the 161 is sitting right below that. So I was thinking it goes to 161 and acts like a failed breakdown of the 22.85 and then starts popping up.
Right. So if I get long here, my stop's definitely going to be below here.
Below there, right? Yeah.
And it might come down, touch this, and go back up and look like a failed breakdown.
Yeah.
And I'm curious just to see. Yeah, it does have a gap. Yeah, and so there's a 61 sitting right there off the gap. If hit this 50, it didn't it hasn't hit the 61 yet. Yeah. So that's why we're getting a lot of this muck. Yeah, so somewhere in here is probably actionable. This is what I call, this is a zone of interest
Yeah.
right in there.
That's like 10 points, right?
Yeah, you never know which level it's going to be,
Yeah.
but yeah.
85 all the way through 70, 76, right? I think 76. 9 points.
Yeah, so that's something if you're going to give it a big range like that, small contracts.
Like the micro, right?
Yeah, could be a couple of micros, just set it
Yeah.
and hit it. You know, gold, I'd still rather be long than short. This is down here, from the higher time frame. This is where, this trend, and I think we had a 50 down here before.
And act as a support resistance to now resistance turns into support, right? Potentially.
Yeah. Does y'all's think or swim do that? It turned off to 50 when this is like a swing. Like I would move some of my longer term. That's more of an investment. This is a trade.
Yeah.
That's how I view because I'm a trader and an investor.
Yeah.